shipping over more than 500 million tons of Chinese products every year. The chances are your clothes, TV, and even your cups all come through here. To cope, Shanghai's new deep-water port has grown so fast it needs its own 32.5-kilometre bridge. This is absolutely mind-blowing. If anything sums up the might and power of the new Chinese empire, then this surely is it. It is quite literally the gateway to the world. And doing very well, thank you, from our insatiable appetite for Chinese goods is Sabrina Chow. She was educated at top British public school Charterhouse. And now, at just 36, she runs Hua Kwong Shipping, a 30-strong fleet worth a staggering £400 million. Now, when I think of shipping tycoons, they don't normally look like you.
Well, thank you.
They're normally like big, ugly blokes from Greece or somewhere, but you, I mean,
well,
you sort of...
Times are changing.
They are changing, aren't they?
That's right. There are a lot of ladies ship owners these days.
Really?
Yeah, for some reasons, all the ship owners in the past generations all seem to have daughters. For some reason, yeah, so you're seeing more of us coming out.
So you're sort of taking over your father's business?
Yes, I am.
How easy is it for a woman to run a big business in China these days?
It's easier than you think, actually. I think China, in many respects, is more forward-thinking than other Asian nations, such as Japan or Korea. The men here have respect for ladies.
Ironically, our consumption of cheap Chinese goods is giving them the money to turn the tables and buy up the West. £1 trillion of US government bonds, corporate shares in BP, RBS and Cadbury, to name but a few. So it might be a good idea if we learn to get along together rather well. I mean, it's a crazy place here.
That's right. When you come here, you get a sense of China and where it's heading.
It must be the great Chinese dream, isn't it, to be top dogs?
To be treated as one of the superpower of the world, yes.
The superpower, like the #1?
I think China still has, a few things to learn from the West and some catching up to do. But yeah, it's definitely heading that way.
There's no doubt that Shanghai looks amazing when you can see it through the smog. Industrialization has its price. Air pollution kills 400,000 people a year in China, and Shanghai is definitely not helping matters. Despite 2/3 of the journeys here being made on 2 wheels, cars are choking this city. But the Shanghainese are managing the road rage by pushing it underground. 15 years ago, no metro existed here at all. Now it carries 3 million people a day, and within a decade it will be twice the length of London's Tube, which is currently the largest in the world. We're hundreds of feet under Shanghai itself. We are in the middle of where the big drill is going on, and I'm about to be a part of the new Chinese Industrial Revolution, because Shirley is going to let me do a bit of drilling of Shanghai's new metro. Shirley, hand me the tools. There we go. I am literally boring Shanghai. Probably you lot as well. Yet even with all this modernisation going on, there's still an ancient culture that rises to the surface when given half a chance. So here I am in one of Shanghai's many small parks where literally hundreds of thousands of locals will come and do this, Tai Chi. I'm with Master Chong, who is an expert at this very calming form of martial arts. And it is sort of oddly serene, the whole thing. There's nothing like a bit of this to get you through the stresses of the day. Right, Master Chung? As So this city's soul may be Chinese, but there's an obvious tension here between the ancient East and the modern West. And on the surface, only one seems to be winning. Hello, can I ask you to see if you know who these people are?
Okay.
Who is that?
David Beckham.
Good. Who's that?
Queen Elizabeth.
Very good.
He's on the American Idol. I know him. Simon Cowell.
Yeah?
And the Mr. Gordon Brown.
Yes. You know him?
Yeah.
Who's he?
Beckham.
I was amazed by how many people actually spoke English, but then I guess that's the benefit of compulsory English lessons throughout school.
It looks like a prime minister.
Yeah, do you know who that is?
The Queen.
The Queen, very good. Who's that?
Beckham.
Rooney.
Rooney, yes.
The host of the American Idol.
Simon Cowell.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Simon Cowell.
Yeah? Who's that?
Gordon Brown.
So China gives us cheap goods and we give them our celebrities and politicians. It seems a fair trade. But there's a more sinister side to the locals' fixation with Western culture. Under intense pressure to get a job in this city, young girls are now eyeing up shocking ways to stand apart from the crowd. This is a book of plastic surgery, but with a difference, because in Shanghai, the #1 operation for young girls is to alter the shape of their eyes so they look less oriental and more Western. And I have with me Candy.
Yes.
You're 20 years old.
Yes.
And you've just had this operation to change the shape of your eyes. Do you have a photograph of how you used to look?
Okay.
So this is the old Candy,
Yes.
and I can see that the eyes were different shape, and now this is the new Candy. How do you feel?
It's beautiful, I think.
You look in the mirror and you think you look more beautiful.
Yes.
Today, 22-year-old Yujan is going under the knife. It's costing her £700 for the pleasure, the equivalent of 2 months' wages. Yujan, why are you having this operation?
I want to get a better job.
Get a better job?
Yes.
And are lots of your friends having the same operation?
Yes, about 6 or 7.
Really? And do you hope that you will look like Victoria Beckham at the end of this?
Yes, I like. Her eyes is very, very beautiful.
Very beautiful. And doctor, have you had it done?
Yes.
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 Well, good luck. Good luck. I hope it goes well.
Thank you.
Right, if you're squeamish, look away right now, because 40 minutes and 1 local anaesthetic later, and Yujan's Victoria Beckham transplant is complete. Shanghai might be redefining the world's image of communist China, but don't forget this is still a one-party state where human rights are routinely abused.